step that people need to take is figuring out who you serve and why you serve that particular group. And I think people sometimes feel like they can market their business to everybody, and that's not the case. You need to figure out who that person is. Who is your ideal client? What does he or she do all day long? Really get into their headspace. Talk to some of those people. If you have access in your networks to that person, talk to them to get an idea of what their wants and needs are. That's where you have to start.
Is that, do you think, one of the biggest mistakes where businesses fail because people who start them forget as they go on who they're exactly marketing to?
I think that is one of the biggest reasons, and actually one of the exercises in my book, The Conquer Kit, is to create your ideal client, this dream client that you want to work with. I get people to cut and paste them from magazines. So go through a magazine, find a person who looks like they match your customer profile, put those people on a wall in the book, take that page of the book, look at it every day. So I have 2 client profiles, an Emily and a Mackenzie. These are my 2 demographics. I have them cut and pasted on my wall. I've named that person so that I can look at them and actually see every day who I'm serving and why I'm serving them. So that's definitely one of the biggest mistakes. The other huge mistake people make is not getting any support. So
what do you mean by that?
Women like to sometimes pretend she's Superwoman and take on everything, say yes to everyone. There's no request too big or too small that she cannot handle. And you can't do that, ladies. You have to step back and look at how you need support. For me, when I was starting my first business, one of the ways I got support was by hiring a virtual assistant for just 2 hours every week. That's all I could afford at the time. So a team member doesn't have to cost you a lot. It doesn't have to be a full-time employee. And the other thing I did was hired a cleaning company to come in and clean my house, because that was a couple hours out of my week that I was spending not building my business. So what are the ways that you can get support in your own life? And I think that's a huge mistake people make.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.